Hi guys, welcome to the CET King workshop on the CET paper pattern. Fine. This is the biggest googly which DTF said that there will be a sections in CET. That's in the first time in the history of CET there will be sections. Fine. First of all, this is an inference which is being made by everyone on the basis of the data which they have given. Fine. If you look at the chart last year, yeah, you can do that. Look at 2015 CET paper, CET DT notification. They have given a sample paper as well, and sample paper contains question in 4 different sections: quant, verbal, abstract reasoning, and verbal reasoning, and sorry, verbal ability. Fine. So they given you 4 sections. The sample paper included was having 4 sections, but the actual paper came jumbled up. Alright, so as of today, we don't know what is going to be there. So we are going to prepare for both the sides. So in case you get SEM type 1, which is your section wise paper, and we look at type 2, which is your jumbled up paper. Fine. So I will give you the strategy for both the side. Fine. So that we are prepared according to whatever come in the exam. I'm still banking on the paper pattern is going to be type 2, not type 1, because exactly same thing happened last year. They said it will be a section wise. It's not said, yeah, this is not written anywhere. It's the inference which you are making from that, assumptions and inference. Fine. All right, so we'll talk about each of this type one by one, and then we'll go through that. All right, so let's start with the first part, which is your simple section wise paper. So let's divide the paper into 4 parts. Fine. Now I want you to do that. Sit with your pen and paper. Get a pen and paper handy so that you can draw this chart and follow. Alright, so first of all, no one is able to complete the paper. None of you watching this video or in CET examination hall will be able to complete all 200 questions. You are going to leave some questions. Fine. And question छूटने वाले हैं. आप ये लेके चलो 90% of the people who gave CET last year could not see the full paper. Last 30 questions they even forget to mark. They even missed out to mark because they could not get time to solve. If you've taken CAT, if you've taken NMAT, you've seen all paper, complete paper, because there were 4 sections. Alright. So what I'm recommending here is let's divide the paper into sections, timing wise. Fine. Let's talk about this here. Let me explain. So we have quant, verbal, LR, abstract reasoning. So quant 50, verbal 50, LR 75, abstract 25. So that's your paper pattern. That's a breakup of the 200 mark. Fine. Now questions. Now let's talk about the time. I want you to follow a timing that you can change according to your requirement. Quant idle time is 40 minutes. Verbal idle time is 30 minutes. Logic idle time is 60 minutes for you, and abstract reasoning 20 minutes. That's a typical breakup which I am recommending you. You can change your timing according to whatever you want to do. For example, you think your quant is so your logic is very strong. I want to put in 70 here. Yes, then reduce 10 from somewhere else. You think abstract reasoning you cannot solve, so I don't want to give in 20 minutes. I want to give in 10 minutes. You do that as well. But without solving abstract reasoning, you cannot get into JBIMS. Very, very difficult. It's almost impossible because you have to score 100% marks in the remaining 3 if you're targeting JB. So this is an ideal breakup for the 150 minutes which should be there. Alright, so 40, 30, 60, 20 plus minus 5, 10, whichever way you want to swing. Fine. And in this section, attempt wise, you have to, for example, in quant in 40 minutes, you have to attempt at least 45 to minimum 35. That's the ideal attempt in the quant section. Ho bhi jayega, trust me. Fine. There will be a few tough questions which you have to leave. Fine. So there are some questions which are type A, some questions which are type B. Type A which I love to solve, type B which I don't like to solve. So do all the type A first. ताकि अगर टाइम छूट भी जाए तो वही क्वेश्चन छूटेगा which is type B, which you don't like to solve. Alright, so verbability same thing. Within half an hour you will be able to attempt 45, minimum 40. This is something which you have to play on. Alright, logic 70, attempt 70 to 60. That's your good attempt. And abstract reasoning you can attempt 25 to 25. If you are a CET student, go through all my videos for abstract reasoning because this is your main deciding factor. Fine, which not many people are going to target. Most of the coaching classes have said students to ignore this topic. Yep. So that's a typical breakup which you have to follow. In short, you have to break into time. If you cannot break into time, it will be very difficult to control the paper. For example, logic section. If you start with logic, 75 question. Logic section is always time consuming. Fine. So logic section में if you don't time yourself, you are going to spend at least 1.5 hours. होने वाला ये, ठीक है, and you will end up unable to solve the remaining sections. तो इसके लिए divide into times. The timing can change according to your requirement. Alright, that's your number one pattern. Alright, so now we're going to talk about what if the paper is a jumble based paper. So if the paper is jumble based, again I told you timing you have to follow. So you have to strictly follow the timings. So question number 1 to 40. So that's the CET King's famous 30-40 strategy. Many coaching classes are now teaching this strategy, but this is started by me around 7 years ago. So 30-40 strategy means question number 1 to 40, then 41 to 80, 81 to 120, 121 to 160, and 161 to 200. So that's your 5 sections. So break them into 5 parts and again time it out, half an hour, half an hour, half an hour for each section. Trust me, unless you break this, if the paper is jumbled up, you are gonna be screwed up. Most of Janta will be screwed up. So 30-40 strategy will make sure that you are not screwing up. If the paper is very easy, your attempt will automatically go up to 35 to 40 attempt. Overall attempt might touch even 180. That's ideal attempt, 180. If the paper is very easy, the cutoff, sorry, very tough, cutoff, your attempt might go down to 30. So attempt will come down to 150. So according to that, the cutoff will vary. Alright. So whatever, whether it's a section wise or whether it's a jumbled up, you have to break your paper into 5 sections, 4 sections, into timings. Otherwise, it's very difficult to manage a 200 marker paper. Alright. Alright, so if you have any more doubt regarding the CET paper, you can ping me on Facebook. So my link is facebook.com/ravgun, RAVGUN. Or just search on Facebook for Rav Singh, RAV, Rav Singh, that's my name. Fine. Alright. Alright, so please see more videos on CET which you can browse on YouTube. Or if you want more details, you can go to our site cetking.com if you're planning to join our program, or call us on 959 444 1448. Alright, all the best. Thank you.